The pain of not knowing why we suffer. Suffering is inevitable, particularly when we get old and sick. Suffering comes in different ways, such as parents seeing their beloved children leave for college. Why do we suffer? Let's learn from the book of Job. Satan accused Job of fearing God because God had given him a lot. In the Old Testament, the word fear means an inward awe and wonder. God allowed Satan to cause Job to lose all his children, servants, and animals in one day. The typical responses to such an event fall into two camps. Moralistic people believe that if you have lived a good life, you will get good things. So suffering is God's punishment for bad behavior. Cynical people don't believe in God, or they believe God is incompetent or indifferent. To them, bad consequences are their own failure. Both responses arise from us intending to take control in life. Suffering has no pat answers. But we know one thing. We will suffer if we live for earthly objects because one day we will lose them. God never explained to Job why he suffered, but just asked Job whom he thought God was. God could have told Job that the process had an end, with him getting back somewhat to where he was. And through it he would become one of the most famous people on earth, with the rest of history learning from him. Instead, God put him through the ringer. From the unexplained suffering, Job gained a better understanding of God and himself. One of the main challenges of going through suffering is that we doubt God's goodness, his love for us, and his power. According to Satan, there is no love. We are all self-centered mercenaries and manipulators. We are nice to others because we want things from them. Ultimately, we are serving ourselves. When Satan went to Adam and Eve and alleged that God didn't really care for them, they were convinced. We are similar. We want to be in control, and we focus on earthly things. God shows us there is love and goodness through the cross. Christ has everything, and yet he gave it all up to be crushed and abandoned. Christ's actions show God's love to us as who we are, proving Satan a liar. When we suffer on earth, we should accept it and accept our ignorance. Trust our mighty God has a plan. Trust in his goodness and his love for us. We hope you enjoyed this summary of a Tim Keller sermon. For more summaries like this, visit insightfulsermons.com.